Flexibility refers to a range of motion in a joint or series of joints, which is dependent on the type and the structure of each joint and the length of muscles which cross the joints. The type of joint determines the potential range of motion, which can also be affected due to the posture or having an injury. The length of the muscle depends on both active tension due to the nervous system, which might be keeping it shorter and tighter, or passive tension from the muscle itself and surrounding connective tissue. A flexible body allows you to get into physical positions along with a flexible lower body, as this is important as it allows you to put your feet exactly where needed, put maximum weight through the when they are there. More weight on feet, less weight on fingers, easier climb. Ramp is designed because there is limited research to support traditional warm-up approach, and some coaches and researchers believe in statistic stretching provides no benefit in a warm-up and may reduce speed and power. The ramp warm-up protocol is such a system that has evolved over many years of coaching athletes across a broad range of abilities, and one of its strengths is that its systematic approach makes it sufficiently flexible to enable the development of optimal warm-ups for athletes. This is a ramp warm-up prior to going on a climbing session. Next, we're going to raise the heart rate by doing some dynamic stretching, focusing on the ball and socket of the hips and shoulders. Using a continuous dynamic movement, swing the leg up by 90 degrees forwards and swinging your leg backwards by 45 degrees. Stay as tall as you can and keep the movement smooth and controlled. Reaching your hands above your head as tall as you can and bending forwards to touch your toes. This will help with the stretch in the back of your legs as you bend down and touch your toes. Using the different directions and circular movements, it creates a range of joint movement to help with the warm-up towards the climbing session. Rotate your arm in a circular position forwards and then repeating it backwards. Using your legs, rotate them outwards and then inwards and repeat on the other side. This will help stretch the muscles out. Using active stretches, we are going to be using muscles on one side of the body to put the muscles on the opposite side into a stretched position and holding it for a few seconds within each rep. Raise your arm in the air, releasing it forwards in front of your head as the opposite leg forms behind you to make a straight line, using shoulders and muscles in the back and feeling the stretch in your chest area. Raise one arm in the air on a 45-degree angle as the same side leg reaches to your opposite side of your standing leg. This will help use your muscles near your shoulder and feel a stretch in your chest. Place your elbows on the inside of your knee and press outwards as you rotate your body anti-clockwise and clockwise. To increase the stretch, rotate your torso side to side whilst leveraging on your knees. Perform a drop knee by dropping your knee down, using the opposite hand, crimping close to your chest. Squeeze the glute and push hips forward to feel a stretch along the front of the hip and thigh. Reaching down to your toes and walking yourself out to the plank position, then walking yourself back up. Each goal is to get your hamstrings to stay further and further back on each rep. Get your legs into a 90 degrees at the knees and 90 degrees at the hip, and rotate chest towards floor, which stretches outside of hip and core to pull in that position. Lie on your front and go into the starfish position at the arms and rolling your body to one side, keeping the leg trail steady and not moving, and keeping your arms reached above your head.
repeating this on the opposite side as well. This will help stretch out your back muscles and your shoulder muscles as well as your leg muscles. On this one, we're going to be doing some active stretching. Having our arms by our side and rotating our head side to side, up and down, anti-clockwise and clockwise. This is important to mobilise our head, as you may want to look around the wall and see where you're climbing. Moving our shoulders in a circular motion and moving them up and down in a running position. This will help full mobility in shoulders to reach out at different angles when climbing on the wall. Having your hands on your chest, turn from left to right whilst keeping your feet in place and rotate with hips following ground with shoulders. This helps get yourself in a better position when climbing by stretching in different angles. Leaning against the wall and stretching your calf muscles out. This helps you stretch out when climbing up the wall, reaching out for different holds. Leaning forward on your knee and stretching your opposite leg backwards, feeling the stretch on your back leg as you lean down on your front leg. This helps stretch your muscles out when climbing around on a wall.
So the final link to this would be using the stretches that we did and initiating it into a climbing session on the wall.
Using the wall, place your feet on 2 holds, reaching to as many holds as you can without moving your feet. Start slow and control, and increase the challenge by reaching out and coming back at different speeds. To make this more challenging and increase the overload, try the same activity but with your feet in different positions. For example, balancing on one leg. So, in conclusion to the warm-up itself and flexibility in climbing, these moves will help you become more flexible when reaching out for climbing holds or potentially climbing up a wall at great speed.